everybody. Nice to see you. Welcome. Are you guys ready to party today? I certainly hope so, because we have a lot to celebrate today. We are taping our 50th show. Thank you so much for being here today. It's hard to believe that just a little over a year ago, we recorded our first show. It's been an incredible year, and we've met over 120 guests. Guests who have made us laugh and made us cry. Guests who have made us dance and made us cry. Guests who have opened up and shared their lives. Guests who have shared their passions and shared their drives. Yes, it's been an incredible 49 episodes, so today for our 50th show, we are revisiting with some of the most memorable guests who have graced our stage. Who could forget this beautiful blonde with a powerhouse voice? She's a singer and songwriter who's had 2 hits on the Billboard charts. She's blazed our stage time and time again, leaving us begging for more. She recently released her new album, Electric Blue. She's talented. She's fabulous, she's my friend, and she's not just a pretty face. Here's Ferrari.
Not just a place, not just a game. Now put your hands together. I think of the day when I find someone who can see deeper than I know I'm the one. The loneliness I feel is taking its toll. I'm trying so hard not to unfold. So in bed I cry, yeah. And not knowing why they can't take the time to look on the inside. Not just a place. 'Cause I'm not just a pretty face, not just a game, not just a pretty face, got feelings too, not just a pretty face. No, I'm so confused. It's hard to explain hurt and frustration when you fall in love with that
I have to
special
text John, your iris is a little too high.
Image is what it sees, not the true me. It causes me pain, and things just don't change. So in bed I cry, yeah. Not knowing why they can't take the time to look on the inside. I'm not just a face, 'cause I'm not just a pretty face, not just a game, not just a pretty face, got feelings too, not just a pretty face. No, what should I do? I can't take it anymore, no. All these feelings that are stored, I know I can't take it. I can't take it. Hey! This is my husband playing this guitar, Mr. Ferrari. He says, congratulations, Jason. He wish you could be here, but he's stuck at work. I'm not just a pretty face, not just a place. 'Cause I'm not just a pretty face, not just a game, not just a pretty face. Got feelings too, not just a pretty face. I'm lonely and scared, not just a pretty face. Will I find true love? Not just a pretty face. Tell me, will I find a way? Will I find a way?
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey. Oh my God, you're so wonderful. That was fabulous. Have a seat here. Chat with
I
me.
will after I go behind.
Oh, you have a little something?
Why, of course, my dear friend.
Oh,
Congratulations.
thank you so
On
much.
your 50th show. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you
of
so
everything.
much.
I love you and thank you for
I
your
love you
support.
too. I'm so happy you're here today. Thank you, thank you. Have a seat here. So you have so much happening too.
Yes.
That song that you just performed was, by the way, I've been singing it all day. Ask anybody in the audience. I was singing it as we were getting ready to tape. Electric Blue, just released this spring.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Tell us a little bit about it.
This is a dream. I started my own record label about a year and a half ago called OMO Records on my own. My dear friend Ella Mitchmore, who's my vocal coach,
gave me the idea for the name. And I ended up meeting Richie Canada, Billy Joel saxophone player,
Wow.
and Bobby Ronzanelli. And they just inspired me to follow my heart, and I released my debut CD.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank
Big
you.
round of applause. What an amazing accomplishment. To one, have your own label, and then to produce a CD.
And Richie Canada played on 2 of the songs, so that's like really awesome to have him playing
Absolutely.
saxophone on 2 songs.
Wow, well, you're so fabulous. And actually, we had the pleasure of being at one of your recent shows. You just took Nassau County by storm performing in Port Washington. How'd that go?
It was fantastic. It's a great theater, the Landmark Theater on Main Street, and we had a great show. And it was our first time in Nassau County, so it was
Wow.
really good to bring the show to
Excellent.
Nassau.
So what was the feedback like? What did you hear about it afterwards?
Oh, it was great. We actually, the show, as you know, and whoever doesn't know, I do a show called Joplin's Pearl featuring Amber Ferrari. The first half of the show I'm myself and perform songs from Women of Rock and my own music, and the second set is dedicated to Janis Joplin, and I dress like Janis. But there were several people in the audience that night. They're actually at Woodstock and or Monterey and saw Janis live.
Wow.
So it was an awesome to get to meet them, to say, you know, how much they enjoyed the show and my performance portraying the legend herself, because she's one of my favorites. So
Wow.
It was really great.
And it really is such a phenomenal show. For anybody who hasn't seen it, you really have to. And you do have some shows that are coming up. One tomorrow, actually.
Yes, I won tomorrow in Dix Hills at the Dix Hills Performing Arts Center. We're performing a Janis set with the Clapton Chronicles, who is a great Eric Clapton tribute band. And then we'll be playing at Theater 3, opening up for a Doors tribute band. And we'll be playing the Port Jeff Festival, Harbor Festival. We'll do an hour and a half outside by the water, which is really fun.
Very
With
nice.
myself, which is good. And then my big show, I'm really so excited. They're having us back for a second time, the Patchogue Theater, October 5th.
Nice.
And have a 4-piece horn section on it. Richie Canada will be joining us again. I'll have other special guests. Tickets already went on sale. We didn't announce it yet, and they're doing really well. I have a
Awesome.
good feeling we can have a sellout this year. It seats 1,100, so I'm really
Good.
excited.
Excellent. Woohoo! Awesome, awesome,
And I
awesome.
have to add that this year, every time I do a big theater show, I like to donate a portion of the proceeds to a charity that's dear to my heart. It's my way of giving back and being thankful for getting all the blessings and being able to do what I love to do, which is sing and perform live. And this year's beneficiary is going to be Friends of Karen. They help families with children with life-threatening illnesses.
Wow, good. Oh, that's so awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So many great things are lined up. Are you working on a new CD currently coming out?
I'm actually going to work on a single. I like so many different genres of music, dance and country rock and Broadway, and I actually sing classically. I do opera. I was trained classically. So I'm actually, I wrote a few songs with my husband, Chris, that are country rock, and there's one that I really like, and the song is called Dreams Come True. And I think we're going to release that as a single. It's a country rock too.
Awesome. Well, congratulations
Thank
to
you
you.
so
So
much.
sorry Chris
And
couldn't be here
I
today.
know, and he says congratulations.
Thank
and my
you.
entire band says congratulations.
Oh, I
and
love
you
them.
dearly,
I love
and
them too. I really do.
I love you, and congratulations
Thank you.
on all your achievements.
Thank you
God
so,
bless you.
so
I
much.
love
I
you so much.
love you so much. Thank you for performing for us. How about a
Thank you
hand for
for
Amber
having me.
Ferrari?
Thank you for this
She's
special occasion.
fantastic. I
Thank you,
love you,
thank you.
honey.
Love you
Don't
too.
go away. We'll be right back with Jamie Isaacs. Stay with us. Woohoo! Thank you, baby.
If you're going to be in the Riverhead area and would like to be part of our live studio audience, all you have to do is write for tickets. Please include your name, address, and daytime phone number. Email thejasonshow@yahoo.com.
Yay! Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much again for being here today. At the end of this half hour, we will have taped our 50th show in the past year. We've met many people who have called and written to us about the guests who have appeared on our show. But the one guest that we received the most mail for was 17-year-old Jamie Isaacs. Take a look. It actually started with one of your supposed best friends.
Yeah.
What happened?
It did. It was at the end of second grade, right after my 8th birthday. And the girl was my best friend. And she was always at my house and always hanging out with me. And all of a sudden, she just started, I don't even know how to describe it. She just became very envious and jealous of my life. She was upset that my parents weren't like in and out of jail, and they weren't drinking and drugging, that they were just always there for me.
Yeah.
And she was just jealous of the clothes I wore, and it became this whole thing where she was saying that she was going to live in our house after we died.
All right, welcome back, Jamie Isaacs, everybody. Nice to see you, hon.
You too. Thank
Great
you
to
for
be
having
here.
me.
Oh, thank you. It's our big 5-0 today. So, as I stated, so many people have called and written about you, how you're doing, and we're so touched by your story. And as we saw in the clip, you were a bully victim at one time, and it happened to you for about 6 years.
Yeah, it
Tell
did.
us a little bit about the story.
I was bullied for 6 years by a group of over 22 kids, both boys and girls, in public school, and it started at the end of 2nd grade by a girl who I thought was my best friend. And just as the years progressed, she started recruiting more and more girls to gang up on me in school. By the time 5th grade came around, that's when cyberbullying kind of became a thing. There was no Facebook. It was kind of just instant messaging in chat rooms. And when I graduated 5th grade, my parents gave me the option to switch to a private school because the bullying had been so bad. And actually, I said, no, it's okay. Put me into the middle school. And I did. And on the first day of 6th grade, I found out that this girl had created an I Hate Jamie club. And she was going around the school signing up kids for this club. And eventually, they were going to gang up on me after school and kill me.
And they said that to you?
Yeah, I found out through a mutual friend. And nothing really happened to anybody on the list. So I knew that it was going to be a rough year. And when 7th grade came around, it was probably the worst year. These girls had broken into my locker 14 days in a row, stealing and damaging my property. They broke into a classroom locker, stealing my projects in an attempt to make me fail. And the list just went on and on with the things that they did to try and get me to leave. And eventually I had to, because I knew that I wasn't going to be the one that would take my life. They were going to take it from me. And it really wasn't going to be safe for me to graduate from the middle school and move on to the high school. So I moved to a private school, the Knox School. I've been there for going on 5 years now.
Wow.
And after my first year there, I realized that I wanted to do something that would change what happened to bullied victims and what would happen to bullies too. So with help from my mom and my dad, I founded the Jamie Isaacs Foundation for Anti-Bullying.
Very nice.
And I started working with legislators like John Cooper and senators like Senator Klein. I even started working with the governor. And I've passed a few laws. And then I started working on writing a book. And that got published.
Which is now published.
Yeah. And it's called In Jamie's Words. And it's a journey through everything that happened to me. But it's also a guide for anybody who picks it up, whether you're a bullied victim or you're a parent or even a bully yourself. Right. And the book's doing really well. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
And we have someone we're going to share with our audience today. So you guys are very lucky out there in our studio audience today. So you basically took a negative and made it into this huge positive because you have the Jamie Isaacs Foundation, which is to help all the other bully victims out there. And you've written the book about it, which is doing well, as you said. And you've done a lot of public speaking. Rikers Island is actually one. And the reason I'm mentioning that is because I went there with you. So that's how I remember.
Yeah.
So you've done so many great things, and so many more things have come of it. For instance, you were featured in Scholastic.
I was. The Scholastic Action magazine was actually distributed to over
Can I hold this one up?
Yeah, of course. It was issued to over 1 million middle schools across the nation, and it was pretty exciting. You know, Scholastic's a big deal. I've also been featured in magazines such as People. I was just featured again in the Crime Reporter, Girls Life magazine, and as well as local newspapers like the Long Island Press and Newsday.
Wow. Good for you. And you've actually helped so many people. I mean, you have a hotline that people actually call. About how many people do you think actually call for your help on an average basis?
Oh my gosh, I can't even count. We get so many phone calls every day, and we've helped over thousands and thousands of families across the nation, and through presentations and just through the website and the hotline. And it's really incredible. And just in the few years that I've been doing this, I've helped save over 12 teens from committing suicide.
Wow. That's a huge number. Congratulations on that. Such a well-accomplished young lady. So,
Thank you.
What do you have coming up in the near future?
Actually, I'm going back to Rikers Island, going back to prison at the end of August. And,
Bet you never thought you'd say that again.
No, never. God, I thought one was enough. No, but I liked doing that presentation. It was really great. And
it's kind of like a way of life for you now, because
yeah,
as you're telling
really.
me the story, it's like, I know that the way that you're talking it, you've done it so many times, but it's important to keep talking it and keep getting it out there to people. And when I went to Rikers Island with you and your family, actually, what I noticed in that room when you were talking to those boys was like, as bad as they thought that they were, or as bad as they were to be there, they were really listening to what you had to say and were so completely, they may not have looked at you directly because I noticed that, but you could tell that they were taking in what you were saying. And I don't think that's anything, you know, I don't even think the adults could reach them the way you reached them. So bravo to you.
Thank you. It's definitely something I didn't expect. And I don't mind going back because they were honestly one of the best crowds I've ever had, believe it or not. And, you know, they were great listeners, and I knew that they were getting something out of the presentation. And
Absolutely.
that's why I'm so willing to go back. And other things that are coming up, I have, why am I forgetting? The law just went into effect that I worked on with Governor Cuomo.
Yes.
And it actually went into effect July 1st. And so when everyone goes back to school in September, it'll be in full effect. And it's a addition to the DASA law, or the Dignity for All Students Act. And basically it makes on-campus bullying the same as off-campus. So when kids come into school with an incident of cyberbullying and the school has once said, oh, we can't help you, it's off-campus, now they have to comply and have a punishment for these kids because it has to do with kids in the same district. So everything has to go hand in hand with the punishment.
Wow. Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. That's something that definitely Suffolk County needs, because I feel like the whole bullying, especially in recent years, has just been such an epidemic spreading across. I mean, we were talking a little bit during the break, while Jamie was getting set up here, that all of us faced a little bit of bullying at some time in our lives. And it's so, you know, I think what your case was, as you stated in one of the prior shows you did, it's a lot about jealousy. You know, there's a lot of kids that are jealous of each other, but that shouldn't be. You know, it's be proud of who you are, and that's exactly what you've done. You've always been proud of who you are, and your family has stuck by you. So
Yeah,
I'm so happy that you didn't become another sad statistic. You rose above, so congratulations
Thank
to
you.
And also, tell us everybody what day Jamie Isaacs Day is.
Yeah, actually, I just had my first Jamie Isaacs Day. It's June 16th in New York State. And
It is really Jamie Isaacs
very
Day.
exciting. But you know, like what you were saying, I wouldn't have been able to overcome everything without the help of my parents. They gave me so much support. And you know, a lot of people can take you know, different paths with anything in life, whether it's bullying or something else tragic. You know, you could take the road of suicide, or you can just let it go, or you can do something positive and give back to your community and try to help fix society. You know, even if you help one person, that's enough.
Absolutely.
And there really is no stereotype for bullying. Like a lot of times society will say, oh, it's the person with glasses or braces or things like that, but it can happen to anyone. Even the most popular person in school can be being bullied, and you just don't know it.
Absolutely.
And it's, you know, even though it seems like it's a fact of life, it's not something that is going to toughen you up or anything. That's not how it is for everyone. If it's taking people's lives away, then it's not a fact of life.
Absolutely.
So
Well,
it's
Jamie,
a very serious epidemic.
so many amazing accomplishments for you. A big round of applause for Jamie once
Thank you.
again. Thank you so much for sharing my 50th
you.
with me today. Join us for cake after the show.
I will.
We'll be right back with Leah Laurenti. Don't go away.
If you're going to be in the Riverhead area and would like to be part of our live studio audience, all you have to do is write for tickets. Please include your name, address, and daytime phone number. Email thejasonshow@yahoo.com.
Yay. Welcome back, everybody. Today we are celebrating our 50th episode by revisiting with some of the most memorable guests who graced our stage and helped us reach this point. Our next guest, you might remember, she is a musical guest, and she's been featured on American Idol twice. And she's been here before as well. Please welcome back Leah Laurenti.
Oh, there's not much I can say. There's not much I can say. There's not much I can do. There's not much I can do. Love you give to me. Love you give to me. It's quite simple. Hey, yeah, yeah. you make me feel like no one's there. And you make me feel like I don't have to care. And everything just melts away when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Oh, it's cold outside and the weather is right for a quiet night alone with you. So let's go away and just spend the day, just me and you. I don't wanna be alone tonight. I don't wanna be alone tonight. I just want someone who loves me and treats me right. Baby, treats me right. Thanks.
Oh, so beautiful. And no, that's not it. There's more happening right now. Beautiful job, honey. Thank you so much. Absolutely. So how have you been? It's been a while.
I've been good.
Yeah. What's new and exciting? You have a new CD that you're currently working on, right?
Yes, and it's pretty much done.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really excited. And I think I just reached a point like in my life where I feel like I'm able to really freely just write how I feel and not just think about like what people are going to think if I'm just writing. I don't want it to be like overthought, and I don't think this album was overthought. I think it's all just real raw feelings, and I've been working with two awesome producers that have just been uber supportive, and I'm just really happy.
You should be. You absolutely should be. What a beautiful voice she has, doesn't she? So,
Should I talk into this microphone
yeah,
more?
just bring it a little close. There you go, honey. Oh, there you go. Now you can be like me. So, so as I mentioned, you are on American Idol twice,
Yeah.
and you were pretty far up there.
Well, a lot of people don't know that I was on twice, and even a lot of my
They
friends
do now.
don't know that. Yeah, now you know. I wasn't gonna go back the second time, but I had a lot of pressure from like people in my family and some friends that were just like, maybe it's more strategic and you should go back and try. But I just felt like it wasn't safe for me because I was a very like closed-in type of person where I didn't want to be put on the spot like that in a competition type setting.
Right.
Because I'm not a competitive person, and especially when it comes to singing and music, it's something I do for my own therapy, and I don't feel like it should be treated as some kind of like, I don't know, fight in a ring or something like that.
Absolutely.
It should bring people together, and when I got there the first time, it just seemed like very over-competitive, and I had like kind of like an identity crisis. Like, why am I here? What am I doing?
Right. But it definitely got you the exposure. I mean, so many other doors have opened up for you. You perform all over Long Island. Currently working on that new CD that's going to be released soon, so you'll have to come back and share that music with us.
I definitely will. I wish I had something right now, but it's just too in the works to do anything.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, you'll come back. You'll be our 100th show or our
Yeah,
500th show.
That's gonna be awesome.
Absolutely. So where are you performing these days? Because you're all over Long Island performing.
Right. Well, lately I've been at a lot of like restaurants and like more summery venues. It's not easy singing outside. It gets so hot lately. But I've done at Port Jeff at Paces, another place in
Beautiful
Port Jeff
place.
called Graceful Rose. They're a newer restaurant, very like fancy and like you feel like you're in like a mansion or something. It's really nice. I still sing at Bellavino and Patchogue. That's like been one of my regulars because I'm from Patchogue, Medford, so I
Not
know
too
the
far
owner.
from here.
Yeah, and I feel like what happens if I ever really made it like in this industry where I wasn't local anymore and I wasn't around, like there's certain venues I can just see myself coming back to and just feeling at home, being able to just perform there and sing there
Absolutely.
and, you know, bless people with the fact that I love to do what I do. And
It
I'm
shows,
really
honey.
blessed. I'm really lucky, and I sometimes can't even believe that people like ask me to come sing back at their venue or hire me for like weddings.
We asked you to come back.
I know.
You're
but it's
totally
exciting,
worth it.
like,
Don't be
you know?
shocked by it. Be
Yeah,
happy.
I'm still surprised that it gives me like good feelings, and I have a lot to be thankful for.
You do. Oh, that's so wonderful. And your dress is beautiful,
Yeah.
by the way. I have to
Thank you.
comment on that because I've been
So
looking at
sparkly.
it. Perfect for our 50th episode today.
Yeah. I haven't worn it yet, so I figured I might.
Aw.
Yeah.
So amongst everything else you have going on and singing all over Long Island, you're actually starting your own production company. Tell us
Yes.
about that.
Well, the two producers I work with now, things have been taking off so well, and I think when you first start working with two complete strangers on a writing project, you don't know if it's going to last or if you're going to get
Right.
through it and then start a new one with two new people. But my writing partner and I we spit songs out like it's just ongoing every day, a new song, and songs that we start and then we go back to, and just like he said we should really start our own production company, and I love the idea, and there's a lot of things in my music career that have changed over the last couple months that have freed me up to be able to do that. And yes, we are going to start a production company in the next couple months,
Awesome.
and we're kind of getting things underway to do that. We're going to be doing 2 music videos, which I'm a little nervous about because
Aw.
I'm not an actress, so it's hard to like.
Neither am I. I just did Normal Heart.
It's like one thing to like sing your song and like be an emotional person because you write the songs based off the situation or the emotion you were going through to write that. And
Right.
then acting it out on like in front of a camera and playing the part is different, and it's just
Wow.
something I'm gonna have to learn.
But it's
get used to.
exciting and it's new,
Yeah.
and you might find that you might absolutely love it, and then you could do both.
As long as I'm comfortable, I'm happy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here today
Yeah,
and sharing your
thanks for
music.
having
Big
me.
hand for
Thank
Leah,
you so much for
everybody.
having me.
We'll be right back after this. Stay with us. Well, that is it. Show number 50, everybody. Thank you guys so much. It really has been such an incredible journey, and we've met so many people online. The beautiful Amber Ferrari, Jamie Isaacs, Leah, there you are. You remember some of our other guests, Phoenix, Cindy Horace. They've all been here. Thank you guys so much for helping make this such a memorable show, and 50 shows. It's so unbelievable. Thank you so much, and thank you to my incredible staff, the love of my life, John Graziano, for his love and support, my camera crew, Colleen, Jeff, Brianna, there she is, there you are, love, and some others that aren't here today. Jamie, my teleprompter, she's my lifeline, because without my lines I have no idea what to say, which is why this sounds like this. So there's no teleprompter involved right now. And Jeff, thank you so much, most of all, because you are not only our camera person, but you're our on-location director and our editor, and you do a phenomenal job here. So thank you guys so much, and thank you DJ C5 in the background there for being our DJ today. Fantastic. Thank you guys. Yay.